without further ado, I suppose we'll get back into it. I suppose we should at first introduce our new player. Nitus is stepping into the shoes of Marcus Dyer, our new archaeologist friend on this sea voyage to India. Do you want to give us a hello?
Hello, Marcus. Yeah, I've been introduced very nicely. Thank you very much for the introduction. And I am going to India and hoping to join a ragtag bunch of scallywags.
We have been scallywagging for about 3 days now on this ship, so...
This just seems like a really long boat ride, guys.
It's quite a long boat ride, to be fair.
I'm just
we haven't
NPC, by the
achieved
way.
anything.
So where did we leave it last time? So last time we were celebrating Christmas Day on the ship.
Yeah, we got some shitty presents.
Yeah,
we bought ourselves really crap presents, we hate ourselves.
Man, I wasn't here, I was playing my in real life game and you've not put the video up on YouTube.
Oh no, sorry. So yeah, we need to... what was the last thing that you remember?
Wasn't here last week.
New.
To be fair, I don't think we
Good
actually
evening,
did we not have a drink?
Oh, somebody broke into our room.
Yeah.
Someone broke into the room, trashed the room,
Knocked some stuff off
nicked
us.
some books. I think did they steal the books or not?
Yeah.
Stole the letters and
Did they steal one of the books? Oh, they stole the Watcher by the Water or whatever it's
Yes,
called.
and the letter, and Malcolm Quarry's letters.
And the letters.
You'd still got your thistle whistle.
Still got my whistle. And
Kieska had a wee bit of a funny turn.
What else happened?
Albert's acting strange. We're not happy with him.
Is it my book that was stolen?
No,
I have a book.
no, it is not your book. No, your nobody's touched your stuff. There's it's
Okay.
So Charles, Gerald, and George have a shared suite of cabins, and it's their cabins that were broken into, and their possessions that were rifled through, and yeah, a couple of items have been stolen from their rooms. Also, there was evidence of a possible struggle outside. So you found the lapel strap with a crewman's button on.
That we thought been planted.
Yes, I got one from one of the Lascars uniforms, but then you did overhear during the evening meal that day that one of the Lascar crew is missing, hadn't turned up to duty, and is missing. It's been feared that he may have fallen overboard.
yeah, or thrown overboard, as it's also known.
May have been
This is
assistant.
a complete stitch-up.
A slippy push.
I think there was another incident as well. So Charles was keeping an eye on Patricia.
Yeah, I
Berry.
tried to do that psychology stuff again, but I don't know, just my patients aren't receptive. It's not my fault.
You can't tune into them.
No, they just don't accept my greatness, that's what it is.
Greatness.
So Charles was tailing Patricia, who she was behaving. He thought she was behaving strangely, so she left the meal early, and he tailed her out onto the decks, and had a little bit of an episode. It was accosted by some of the bunting.
Buntings, yeah. Stuff that.
Nasty stuff in the eye, bunting.
Yeah, which, well, might have presented itself as something else to his eyes. So yeah, he saw. I think he saw a figure with a hooded figure with tattered
Yeah,
robes.
he didn't dress very well. He was,
tattered robes and I believe maybe possibly a mask, possibly a pallid mask.
Yeah, I don't like that amber color scheme. Like, it's not really, not very 20th century. You know what I mean? It's.
And of course, Marcus happened to be out on the deck. I can't remember if went to check on Patricia as well. I can't remember exact reasons, but he was he was out on deck and found Charles tangled up in some of the bunting, and at the same time you both heard a scream from the front of the ship, where you found Patricia had fainted. So you resuscitated her. She don't like I said, there was nothing too seriously wrong with her. She just fainted. I don't believe she had any memory of what had happened that I can recall. No creepy kids this time, not yet.
It is that one. This is this one.
Yeah, it is that one. But yeah, we've not had the creepy kids again for a while. I'm sure Dave's waiting for them. And then, of course, everybody eventually retired and experienced a dream. I can't remember if Marcus was visited with one of these dreams or not. I don't think he was. I could be wrong, or perhaps he was.
No, I think he was. Yeah.
Yes.
He did. He had the pleasure. It was his first one.
Yes.
First one's always the best. You always remember your first.
In proximity of these fine people, you succumbed to a rather vivid and disturbing dream, which he wasn't privy to. So, since that's the last thing we finished with, I shall recap on that, shall I? Yes, I will. Where are we? On which dream was it? Was it the last?
It was green and black.
It was, yes.
Through the leaves.
Green and black.
Look at the notes.
Excellent. Send me a copy, please.
I seen a picture that looked like a mythos tome. That like.
So yeah. So
to be fair, I think like last week is just like
them 2 lines. Detail. That's what we like, Dave.
Oliver.
Detail.
Beautiful.
Your name?
Where's your name gone?
got like some pictures of some TIE fighters going on up there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know. Hold on a minute.
I've got all my different campaigns in one book, so
There
it
we
goes from
go.
one episode, one game to the next one. To the next
There
one.
we go.
See my notes for
Here we go.
Saturday night. There we go.
Yeah, mine from Saturday night are very minimal as well, mate. Where is it?
Madam Nadine. There you go. That is my
Yeah, that's
2
mine
words.
That's mine from Saturday. I don't know if you can see because of the light. 2 lines.
Yeah.
That's Saturday night's notes.
Okay.
Gilded
So
Blossom,
note.
Madame Vidine, 30 XP.
That we got from Erbrina.
No, we haven't
Not
killed
yet.
it yet.
Not yet.
I can't remember why I was counting. Oh, they were the shots. We're playing the game. All right.
Oh, did you have a bet without me?
Oh, probably several.
Yeah, I was trying to get some practice in. I'm trying to get 1 skill point at the end of all this at least. maybe 2 if I can.
Would that be your first skill up ever? Colin, aye.
Yeah, it won't be in psychology. Because what do you need that for?
It has been a long time since we've had any skill rolls.
It is. So we are going to do a development phase at the end of the ship voyage.
Just dropping.
Just dropping that hint in there. Then.
Yeah.
Cool. Get them bulked up now then.
Yeah. So don't forget, you can, if you partake of the available distractions on board the vessel, you can potentially get skill gains in them areas. If you obviously you're
We've done
limited in what you can do.
Some shooting, some
Ski shooting.
Some painting, a bit
I've
of
got a bit of shooting.
a bit of history.
Ski shooting was really fun last time.
bit of discussing history and that.
Yeah, a bit
George,
of,
George, you
possibly
battered
cooking.
it last time at the skeet shooting, didn't you?
Anything.
8 out of 10
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
I absolutely cleaned up last time. So.
Yeah.
But if there's anything you want to suggest as a possible pastime,
Do they have any like little cars?
little cars?
Yeah,
Jumps.
No.
like Dodgems or something to practice my
Practice your
driving.
driving.
Go karts.
Yeah, actually, that might be fun, Dave. That's practice your driving, go straight off the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but yeah, if there's anything...
Have they got any heavy machinery that I could practice operating?
You get a shot at driving the boat.
Yeah, you're dangling the lifeboat out the side, going.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the ship's engine might be slightly out of bounds.
I think last week I did nearly get some opportunities to practice my swimming
Yeah, nearly.
and survival.
Did you go overboard?
Nearly.
Nearly.
It was those little bastard children with the singing.
He was going mad. He was trying to jump off.
I was just trying to shout at them that it was past their bedtime and they should.
You were standing on the rail at the edge of the ship, ready to jump off, and I pulled you down.
There are actually no children at all.
My single contribution so far, saving your life.
I wouldn't mind a go at the shooting though, trying to improve my shotgun skills and rifle skills.
That
more
can be
skeet shooting
that can be arranged on. So you've what day are we on?
Yeah,
We
I've
are
been
on-
doing that and then looking up the local culture, so
Yeah.
I might actually be able to know what's going on when we get over.
So we are on day 7 of the 11-day voyage. So it's Boxing Day, but like I say, we'll start as we finished. I'll give a recap of the dream since Nitos was not privy to it. So the dream progressed as follows. So green and black light slants down through the canopy of leaves to the floor. You walk on soft moss that surrounds the trees. Old oaks make a city here, quiet but watchful. Every detail is in place. You imagine who might have met here in this fairy tale forest, while Thronis the hunter, the fairy queen with her donkeys, hobgoblins and sprites, the wolf at the banquet, all tooth and cunning, and by thinking of them, you bring them closer.
Don't do
Someone
that.
falls
It's me.
into step beside you, and it's another you imagined, the rogue, the highwayman, what or will, or one of those. He strides along, capable and sure, rolling on the balls of his feet with an easy gait. Longbow across his back, dirk in his belt. He's grinning. No,
Phil,
no, he isn't.
Turn your
Can't
volume
keep
up a
up
little
this-
bit, Phil.
Oh, my volume up. Okay.
You're too quiet, mate. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Thank you for letting me know. Aye, it's dropped down again. I'll have to keep an eye on that. He's grinning. Oh no, he isn't. You can't keep up this conceit. The old forest is gone, and as it is, your companion becomes. Who is it? If you're pilgrim, then faithful, vain, confidence, but with this hesitation, you're alone, and the welter of staging is replaced by bare boards. Your plot by an empty page. Someone else directs your dream, and you can't escape this with the distractions of fairy tales and allegories. You are walking to him. You're crossing featureless, frosty ground. Aldebaran looms ahead. It has slipped so low in the sky that it touches the horizon. One could step up to it now. One could even step down from it. Thousands of stars show, but not the stars you know. There are others with you, friends, but they are just an escort, for it is only you that matters. No Caesar ever performed an action to match this one. You see a bright, bright light, then a tall figure. His white and yellow robes move in a wind that you do not feel. His hand reaches out, and awed, you see yourself take it, and you step through. And you wake the next morning. It is the 26th of December. You've overlaid slightly, missing breakfast.
Damn
the
it.
first slot of breakfast. It's probably going on to about 8:30.
It's only going to be turkey.
Yeah, turkey
Turkey sandwiches.
leftovers.
Yeah.
What year are we in, Phil? I've deleted the calendar. I don't know where it is.
The calendar should be in the journal notes tab on the left. On the left of the journal, like it looks like a
1929.
tabard.
1929. Okay.
Nearly 1930.
Yeah. seem to. I think that's got auto gain set on there for some reason. Let me just try and find where that's coming from.
So we've got a sound engineer in the audience tonight.
Auto gain is indeed on. We shall turn that off. Hopefully that will fix the problem. Okay, somebody's sending me a message. What's this? Alright, volume up. Fair enough, volume up. So yeah, let me know if that fixes it or rather if it doesn't. Okay, so yes, it is the 26th of December, 8:30, roughly 8:30 in the morning. The ship, looking outside, the ship is finally clearing the Suez Canal, and as it clears the canal, it pulls into a small port where the small motorboats ferry back and forth, transporting new mail is taken on board. All mail is taken off, is offloaded, along with a few supplies before the Viceroy of India steams south on the beginning of its 2-day leg across the Red Sea towards the port of Aden. As the sun rises, the temperature quickly becomes oppressively hot. And the noonday sun is particularly fierce, to the point that some gentlemen amongst the passengers choose to sleep out on cots in the comparative cool of the promenade deck. Is anybody planning to do anything this morning, or should we just skip to lunch, where Mrs. Tullis has an exciting announcement to make?
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Let's see that then.
How about we give them the play and sneak off to the bar and let them perform it?
How about she has a mysterious late night accident?
Forgot we were reciting a play. Shit.
Yeah. William and Arthur by Gilbert and Sullivan. That's the planned recital.
Good job of practice my lines, eh?
And we could swap it out.
That's what I was suggesting. You know, we happen to have a play with us,
Yeah.
and they could do it. And
I could just
it
say
doesn't have to be done
Rudyard
before, so-
Kipling, just about.
And I can see no negative consequences of that.
That's not what you said last week, Dave.
Yeah, but last week I was saying we could do it, but now I'm thinking, nah, here
No,
you go.
I think we should. We'll let someone else.
Yeah. We'll go and sit in the lifeboat for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Get
No,
some
we'll
sun.
start them off, get in the lifeboat, and just row to India.
I suppose, Marcus, you can partake in some clay pigeon shooting if you wish during the morning before lunch.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if you want to do that, you can just give us a shooting roll. So to do that, you if you find either your rifle skill on your skill tab, or you can, well, that's probably the easiest. So if you go with that.
Never,
Before he does, I would offer him a wager. I would want to have a wager with him.
Okay.
Do not take a wager from this man.
yeah.
Just a friendly wee bet.
What is
I've
the
been
wager?
doing the afternoon sessions. Each
a
day,
dollar,
and
whatever.
Going to the
And
library.
We go shoot in and the winner gets $1. It's just a bit of fun. I'm addicted to gambling.
Was there a swimming pool on board?
There is indeed on one of the lower decks. There is an indoor swimming pool.
Ooh,
I might do a bit of swimming.
Yep.
yeah.
rather
Cool
than,
down.
And was Charles doing anything?
I was doing my usual morning cultural, chat and research.
Okay.
George is going shooting the bet's not on.
I got a wee bit of.
Yeah, if you fancy a little bit of gambling on shooting, I'm.
Well, I've been doing it in the afternoon. That's my kind of schedule. Is just.
I don't know what your shooting stats are, so I'm going to say no on that bet.
Well, I always I thought you wanted to improve your hand-eye
Yeah.
coordination.
Do you know what?
I want to
I know how good he is, and I'm still going to bet and lose because I'm addicted to gambling. So he's going to take more of my money, probably.
I want to improve my betting, my shooting, sorry, but I don't want to increase my pocket. So, would I just roll it? Yeah.
Yeah, just click on the rifle skill. Yeah.
I don't have to bet with me. I'm just can't be helped.
Okay, yeah, that's a success. So that, if you notice on your character sheet, you will now have got a gold star next to your skill.
All right, yeah.
So that will indicate that when we do a development phase, you'll be able to check for experience, see if you improve that skill.
Oh, nice.
Were anybody else partaking in that?
You didn't mention that last time.
And my character sheet won't open, Phil.
Your character sheet won't open.
No.
Oh, that is a buddy. Let me
That
quick have a
sounds
look.
like a picnic error to me.
Shall I refresh?
It's a refresh.
Oh,
actually,
you're
you're
not.
not on it.
You dropped
I'll
off.
refresh this because my internet went off actually.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
you dropped
That's
out.
probably me.
That old chestnut.
The cultural talks and the
Ah,
research.
it is. Sorry,
That
folks.
library you sent.
Cultural talk. I would say that would be. So it's specific to. Oh, that's a fail. Julian Knight is usually as usual full himself and can't actually produce the goods.
Absolutely
Money gone.
terrible.
So Marcus, you're a dollar up or a pound up.
You're a dollar better off. A pound better off now.
So it would be. I would say it would be education, but since it is something specific rather than general, I would say a hard education roll for that. And who's going swimming? If you're going swimming, you can do a swimming roll.
I'm going to go swimming because I could do with some swimming skill.
Don't drown in the pool. That would be embarrassing. Oh, somebody's going to.
Oh,
It'll help if I could find it.
somebody help Gerald.
There we go.
I've forgotten.
Oh, I forgot
Guys,
I
dragging
down
him
on
down
board.
with me.
Just said me and Gerald are in the shallow end struggling.
Yeah, we're in the baby pool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Still trying to drown.
Yeah, in the shallow end, but still have to end up having to rescue by one of the lifeguards on duty.
Yeah. How embarrassing.
Dragged from the pool, all panic, all aflutter.
First armbands.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'm
that's
going to go to my room and invent armbands now for the future.
radio. So at lunch, Mrs. Tullis announces that herself and Francesca, I believe it's Francesca. Let me just double check that.
Well, Francesca Nicholson, is that?
Yes, I believe that is. Yes, Francesca Nicholson. Well remembered.
Notes, you see.
I've got it. In fact, I should have actually looked at the screen in front of me because I got it written in front of me as well. So yes, herself and Francesca have finalised the plans for the recital, and they would like to perform a rehearsal this evening, if possible. So songs, they've allocated groups and songs for each group. So Mrs. Tullis, Francesca and Patricia will be performing Three Little Maids from School. Mr. Thomas, who is totally oblivious that anybody speaking to him, is going to perform I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General. Reverend Ian Gore is performing A Policeman's Lot Is Not a Happy One. And finally, Julian, Charles, George, Gerald and Marcus are performing A British Tar Is a Soaring Soul.
I'm very sorry, but I don't know the words.
That's all right, Mr. Marcus.
She gave us a photocopy.
I will provide you with the words during the rehearsal this evening.
I'm also not familiar. I could read you some Kipling. This is era and area appropriate, I believe.
I believe it is, yes.
Born in India, I think it was.
See, I know the words. I'm going to absolutely belt it out.
Good on you.
I have a very loud voice.
I'm going to mumble and act like I know the words. You know, like the footballers that don't know their own country's national anthem.
I am aiming. However, trust me, I know the words. I know the tune.
Jamaican guys played for England. They're
it
like,
may well be all the
fuck
right
this queen.
notes, but not necessarily in the right order.
So So with lunch over and your like orders for that evening handed out to you by Mrs. Tullis, do you want to do anything else for the rest of the day? On board, I mean, you have there's the matter of you've been broken, you've had possessions stolen. There is the matter that Marcus is trying to ingratiate himself into the group so he can tag along on your expedition.
Yeah, I would like to start conversation with you guys and try and get in there. You know, I'm going to India. Let's go to India together. How does that sound?
Sounds like an adventure. But I'm going for a swim in the afternoon. Actually, I'm going to the pool.
Swimming sounds good.
I'm going to try and get round Mrs. Miggins. I'm going to disguise myself as Charlie Chaplin.
Jesus Christ.
Of course you are.
So,
Well, let's do the disguise rule then.
see, I think our stuff, that guy disappearing, he's either got off at the last port, or he's just having everything pinned on him. The whole lapel thing, massively suspicious. It's like,
Are there any lifeboats missing or anything like that?
No.
No, but we just stopped at the port. So
We basically apparently grabbed stuff and done a runner.
yeah.
He had been reported missing the night before, though.
Oh,
But the whole, we've been broken into, the perpetrator left his collar, or was it an epaulette?
Lapel.
Left his epaulette behind.
It's a
Yeah.
bit
Held
convenient.
careless.
An epaulette is the shoulder thing on a
It
military
is,
uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the epaulette
how
from one of
careless
the.
of him.
how coincidental. He managed to
That
take
seems like a
stuff
calling
without
card,
that.
more like a more
Well,
than
that's
a
what we thought.
And then he mysteriously disappears.
Don't leave
that's
that by
absolute-
mistake.
That is absolute bobbins.
Somebody with military honours is intelligent enough they don't drop their
Oh, it,
lapel at
no,
a
it was
crime scene.
it's
not military.
it was one of the Lascars crew. So the Lascars are Indians,
Okay.
and they take majority of ships that run these lines. The
They're like
majority of the
reporters
crew,
It's not British Army or British Navy or anything.
no. It's
Right,
just the
okay.
uniform. It's from the uniform of the crew.
But it's
one of the last
like
guys.
cruise ships. The shirts are very similar. You know, it's a
Right, I
Similar
no,
style.
no British officer would be foolish enough to drop that on a crime scene. That would be a calling
met
card.
Rupert's?
But no, that's absolute bobbins. But we've got a choice of either.
But it wasn't.
Searching
It wasn't in clear view either. It was. You did kind of just manage to spot it in the hallway. It wasn't like just dropped in plain view. It was sort of in the corner, out of sight.
So now it becomes a bit more plausible. Interesting.
We were not going to make it obvious that we're not going to react to the fact of being robbed because we don't want to tip them off.
And so we spent most of last night watching out to see if anybody
Was behaving suspiciously towards
was
you.
Yeah.
behaving suspiciously, and nobody was.
How bizarre.
But if it is one of the last guys, could be absolutely any of them.
So you have no
Can I?
links or anything.
Right.
You have no info.
Can I? Here's a plan with no drawbacks. I'm just going to put this one out there. Fucknuts that doesn't talk to anybody.
Oh, Johnson, Albert Johnson.
Stephen Thomas,
Mike,
the
yeah.
accountant.
The accountant. Can one of you guys distract him? Make sure he is well away, and I'll break into his room and have a look about.
Can we have a
Well, I
shooting
think-
wager with him?
He's the only.
Yeah, you could try that.
He's the only named character that suspicion could fall on.
Yeah, okay.
So
I'd
he's
like to
either
challenge him
nothing to
shooting.
do with it whatsoever, or
Everything.
everything,
Yeah.
and he is the Professor Moriarty of the lot.
I could be
I'm
part
just-
of distracting him, but I'm also quite interested in robbing him. Like,
So, Marcus is volunteering to distract him by taking him, challenging him to a shooting match.
Yeah.
I probably could do with somebody to act as a lookout,
I can do that if you want.
at least until the door's open, and then
But if you steal anything valuable, I'm wanting a cut.
to be honest, I was hoping to steal our stuff back, but
Yeah, but I mean, on top of that, when you're finished getting your own stuff back, because obviously you're robbing a thief, you're gonna take more than he
So-
took.
he's an accountant, so either he'll have absolutely nothing of interest, or
Checks.
he is a massive bender.
By the way, me distracting him, I'd like some brownie points on your expedition. You know, think about that. I'd like to come with you guys.
I thought
More the merrier.
we had agreed in principle because you were familiar with.
It's a bit keen, this
Did I?
boy. It's a wee bit suspicious.
He's also familiar with Marcus.
Corey or Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm, not
Yeah.
Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus is familiar
Marcus
with Malcolm.
is Malcolm's cousin. He's not into strange cults.
I am.
I can see how the.
Yes. So Marcus is familiar. He's sort of vaguely familiar with Malcolm. He's met him on a couple of occasions on a professional basis.
And massively suspicious.
And everybody
that make him
is
suspicious?
suspicious of him.
I'm suspicious of everybody.
Okay.
I'm helping you guys out. Come on.
Would I ask you? No. Who I'm massively suspicious of? Excuse me, can you like distract this guy while we rob him?
I'm offering my services. I've overheard you talking, and you know I'm willing to help out.
That is also quite
Very
suspicious.
suspicious.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He's very keen.
Far too keen. Something's going on there. Maybe while we're robbing Thomas,
Some
have
of us can go and check out Marcus's room.
we'll check out his room as well.
Okay. So Marcus is going to distract Thomas while Charles
And while
watches
Thomas
Marcus.
distracts Marcus.
Yep.
And Charles
Julian's
watches.
robbing everybody. One of yours.
So Charles is watching Marcus and Thomas. What's
The flagon with the dragon is the brew that is true. The pestle with the vessel is the potion with the poison. Oh, no,
No.
fucking pearls before swine, I tell you.
Are these pearls of wisdom or like?
References.
Okay.
Jesus wept. You two just wasted your Saturday afternoons playing out or something, didn't you?
Playing with my dick, mate.
So what's yours doing amongst all this potential
George is,
chaos?
Well, again, George is sort of slipping into the background, just sort of milling around the crowd and just having just taking in the atmosphere, just checking out who's around, see what's just trying to get a read of the crowd, see who's who's on this ship. I've got suspicions, and
Okay.
Count the arms.
that's it. Yeah. Anyone got a horsey head?
I've seen which pockets look fat for picking. I like him.
Right. So Marcus, you can give us a persuade or a charm roll to try and see if you can talk Mr. Thomas into joining you for a
Oh God.
spot of shooting.
I recommend you do not fuck this up.
Okay, that is a 59. That is a fail. You've got 36%. So if you click on the little red spider thing, it will expand your skill roll, and you've got you've got three options. You can either leave it as a fail, you can attempt to push it, which is basically a re-roll, and if you fail a pushed roll, something potentially bad will happen.
So where is this little spider thing?
In the chat.
Yeah, you need to click the little speech bubbles top right.
See the chat messages?
In fact,
I'm in my character sheet. That would explain a lot.
Yeah, so the icons along the top corner,
Right,
there's
gotcha, yeah.
yeah. And at the bottom you should see the results of your roll, and there's a little red spider-like symbol, and if you click on that it'll expand the roll. And you've got 3 buttons. You've got push, spend 23 luck to pass, or spend 41 luck to make it a hard success, which I would not advise.
Spending 23 luck, is that good or is that fine?
Well, look.
How much have you got altogether?
Where's my
Oh,
character
you
sheet?
carry-
If you've got 90, it's okay. If you've
If you're
got
luck is
90,
44.
This what?
44.
No, don't spend. That's like half your luck.
yeah.
I'll just push it then. Let's go with push.
Yeah.
chat says push.
Again, push it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push it real good.
Oh God! That were only two off. Unfortunately, you can't spend luck on a pushed roll, so that is a fail.
You've
And that's
deeply
serious.
offended him.
He's going to storm back to his room now.
Yeah.
And we're
While
going to
you're
have to kill
searching
him.
So Stephen informs you that he's not in the slightest bit interested in sports such as shooting, and he tries to interest you in his literary pursuits, and in particularly the one of the puzzles he's working on the latest Times crossword that he's got, which has got him a little bit stumped. And so he says, I'll go and fetch it. It's back in my room.
Oh crap!
Oh shit. I'm looking out, mind.
I'll
Yeah.
come with.
Okay, you can follow him. Right, so meanwhile, while this is going off, Gerald and Julian, you find Mr. Thomas's room. How obviously the door is locked. How are you going to get in?
Locksmith.
Locksmith, are you particularly good at that?
No!
Oh,
The guy I'm either hang on to say.
What size shoes he
No.
got? Mind you, not with Gerald's hip.
give us a locksmith roll then.
So I'm
Or
going
you
to
could
locksmith,
force it. It's up to you. You could try and pick it.
And then, if that fails, I'm just going to actually get somebody else to barge it down.
Oh my God, that's 1%, but that's 9.
I am.
Spend that luck.
You don't. Do you don't get to? Do you get to tick it if you look at?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately not.
That's very rude.
Shameful.
But
How rude of the game to do that to you.
How dare they have rules?
I know, bastard.
We can spend 9 and get an extreme success. What difference that will make, I don't know.
None. The lock open smoother.
Yeah. Or do it quicker.
Yeah.
Probably quicker.
All the locks on the ship open.
Yeah. I seem to have unlocked everything.
Oh, it's spent now. Okay, yeah. So you managed to do it within half the time. It just almost instantly succumbs to your fumbling attempts to
it's
pick the
almost
lock.
like he didn't lock it at all.
Yeah,
I would
well,
say question
indeed,
if it's
maybe that
even
is the
locked.
case. Maybe it wasn't even locked. Maybe you thought it was locked, but it actually turns out it wasn't locked after all. So you can give us a spot
Let's
in
work
then,
it
I
out.
guess, while you're searching room. And Julian's staying outside in the corridor, is he?
Yeah.
Spotting. Yeah, I'm looking out for anybody coming.
Oh, well. Right. So meanwhile, up on the main decks, George is milling around, socialising with the other passengers, talking to the crew. And you can give us a luck roll, George.
Look. No.
Oh no,
What am I off?
Far off.
No.
you can't spend luck on a look. So
No, you can't. No. That's all right.
okay, so yeah,
I see nothing.
nothing. You just
I've,
the level of conversation probably bores you that much, so you kind of shut down.
I've been taking a leaf out of Charles's book, and I've just been like that.
The ceilings are fascinating in this ship.
Very, very. I would agree with you. Art Deco.
So you perhaps one thing you do that does happen. You perhaps you see Francesca, who's at one of the arts classes that herself and Patricia usually attend, but Patricia isn't at the class. In fact, you do see her kind of just moping around one of the upper viewing decks.
Patricia moping around.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have a chat with Patricia then. I'm intrigued. I guess I walk up to her and I just lean on the railings next to her.
So did Charles or Marcus, did you share the incident with Patricia with everybody or not?
We did. We had a catch up before.
Okay.
We left, so I know she's. Because it was Marcus found me wrapped up in bunting.
Yeah. So you would have briefed the others on what happened on the incident.
On Patricia's fear of bunting.
Fight the bunting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she was okay. She was having a different type of meltdown. I was just having a wee wobble for fun.
Yeah.
It's like being back home. Bunting's very dangerous because if you walk in the wrong places, it changes colour and then you're in trouble. You know,
Well, it's a different kind of trouble.
So yeah, she's a little distracted. She's not really. She engages, answers your questions, engages in conversation, but she's clearly sort of absent. She's not really listening, not really paying attention. She's somewhere else. Her attention is elsewhere.
I asked her about the other night anyway. So Patricia, I heard you had something the other night, an incident, a sort of bit of a turn, maybe.
You can make either a charm or a psychology roll, your choice.
I'm going to go charm because I've already been successful at psychology. There's only 3 difference.
He's taking the boxes.
I'm taking the boxes. It's a 60 or a 63. Get that mop bucket. Bosh.
Oh, nice roll then.
Well, we're spending a luck on that.
Okay.
There we go.
Right, so she's kind of reluctant, and she seems a little offended that Dr. Highsmith has broached this, this kind of level of privacy. It's
Patricia.
you see, she told me I'm not her doctor, so
Yeah, there's no patient confidentiality.
open season.
Patricia, it's. You may be concerned that myself and Charles have spoken about this, but as an ex-police detective, what you tell me can be kept in the utmost confidence, and it's more just to help you and get a real sort of feel for the matter, rather than being intrusive.
Okay, she's quiet for a moment, and you see her hands sort of grip the railings.
I'll put my hand on hers.
Like
It's all right.
tightly,
It's all right,
to,
Patricia.
tightly to her, and like her knuckles go white with her, the intensity that she's clutching the railings, and then she turns to you, and this wide-eyed look, and tears are streaming down her face.
I hug her. I embrace her.
Okay, you can.
It's all right, Patricia. It's all right. I comfort her. I got to my best sort of detective.
Smooth.
You can give us a charm. Give us a charm roll. Give us a charm roll. Oh wow! Oh yeah. She.
I look over to see if anyone's there, Charles or anybody, and I'm like, get the mop bucket.
So she falls into your arms, and she's sobbing on your shoulders. You can feel like your shirt dampening from the tears pouring from her. And as she's sobbing,
my shoes.
And your hips.
So as she's sobbing, you hear a whisper something. You can't quite make it out at first. She says, coming. He's stepping down from the
Who's coming?
stars. The king. I've seen him in my dreams.
Ah, it's a dream, Patricia. Though it's a dream, Patricia. Doesn't mean it's real.
You're right.
She looks at you. She says, "I knew you wouldn't believe me," and she like pushes
No,
you.
no,
She pushes you in and like runs off.
Oh, for God's sake.
Meanwhile, so there's a suitcase under Mr. Thomas's bed. It's you check the locks. They're not locked, so you pop open the clasps, and laid in at the bottom of the suitcase under the the little sort of separating sort of sheet to like separate the clothes. There is an envelope. And looking inside the envelope, there are the letters from Malcolm Quarry. There is also Alexander Roby's book.
I'm watching Gerald while he's speaking. I'm looking out the door for anybody coming, but I've also got my eye on him watching what he's
Okay, you
picking
can
up.
make a look roll then, if you're a bit distracted.
Also, you need to be down. You need to be down the end of the corridor to give us a bit of time, not stood in the door. You noggin.
I'll just say
Have you
what.
never rubbed anybody before?
Okay, so just by chance so maybe you hear some voices coming down the corridor, and you glancing back out, you see just in time to see Marcus trailing after Tom after Stephen Thomas.
Right. Julian can whistle, I can't. I'm like, whistle it.
So Marcus, you catch as you round the corner, like trying to talk to Stephen. You catch sight of Julian, sort of half in, and you have a moment to try and distract him. What are you going to do?
Can I stumble into him? Fall into him, fall over in
Why
front
not?
of him.
Why not?
Just
Why
like,
not?
fall into his arms.
Ah, stagger.
Catch my own foot.
Not got your sea legs yet. You know, it's only been a week.
barge
Okay.
into his-
Yeah, no problem. That won't require a roll. You can easily do something like. So yeah, you just trip yourself up and just fall straight into him, and you both go down there. And you, Julian, you see them both go down the tangle, and like Steve's going, "Oh my God, what the hell's going on?"
Gerald. Let's go. I can't whistle, man. My character can. Imagine he's whistling.
Stephen's like desperately trying to untangle himself from Marcus, who's just like almost comically
Gerald.
trying to like.
I'm so sorry.
Gerald.
Don't know what I tripped on. I apologise.
I'll roll under the bed.
No, get out of here, right? I leave. I go down the corridor. Idiot. I leave.
See, I'm in the room. I'm not going to have if you're like, there's somebody here. I'm not going to have time.
I'm at the door. I can.
Seeing as
disappear.
you're at the door and you can see him, I'm not going to be able to stop what I'm doing.
Okay, are you
Should've thrown
closing the
stuff to
door?
me first.
Are you
You
closing?
need to shut the door and fuck off.
Throw the shit to me. Throw the shit to me before you close the door.
So glancing back, what's it? Thomas is starting to pick himself up. You
helping
should
him up
be
very,
more
very
careful,
slowly.
Mr. Dyer.
I don't know what happened. I must have tripped on something, and I'm very sorry. I can't.
I'm still
Let me help you
standing
to your
with the door half open, and I'm looking at Gerald going, "Throw the shit over. Throw the shit."
I'm under the bed, so you know I can't see him.
What's Julian doing?
I'm out here.
Okay, are you closing the door? Or are you just legging it?
No, I'm just legging it.
Okay.
I'm out here. No, I'm not legging it like running away.
Yeah,
'cause that
but
would
just
look
like walking
suspicious. I'm just
briskly
walking
away.
Yes, briskly.
Okay.
Cheers, stitch me up, why don't you?
You stayed under the bed.
I give you a chance to get the shit out the room at least. You weren't getting out. You went under the bed.
Shut the
That was
fucking
you.
door.
Okay. So yeah, Stephen, you should be more careful, Mr. Dyer. It's and he like stands up and straightens his suit and says, "Anyway, if you're still interested," and he's like sort of strides off towards his room. That's a little odd. The door's open, and he pushes the door open and disappears inside his room. Do you want to make a stealth roll, Gerald?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my word. Well, that's a fail, but it depends on how badly. Yeah. So, let's see.
He waves at him from the bed.
Fuck that shit.
What is? I've forgotten what the base. Hold on, just need to check this.
I've just looked at. What's look for if not to use it?
This is true, yeah. Where's that gone? That's silly. He's okay, right. Let's give him a. Okay, so yeah, he miraculously, you maybe pull yourself, like tuck yourself in as tightly as you can against the wall under the bed.
I'll just pass him his shoes when he reaches for.
And he doesn't see you, so he comes in. He looks around the room. He maybe even better, sort of crouches down and checks the suitcase, but he doesn't notice that he doesn't open it. And then he's like, very odd. Maybe I must have forgotten to lock it. So I'll have to have words with one of the stewards. And then he walks over to the nightstand at the side of his bed, picks up the newspaper and leaves the room, closing it behind him. He says, Mr. Dyer, I've got it right here. Maybe you can help me solve the number 4 down.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's give it a go.
Right, and he
Take your time.
Yeah. Depends how easy it is. I might not actually know anything.
okay. So Marcus and Mr. Thomas, they pass Julian. They pass you on the stairs as they're coming up.
Do not acknowledge them. I do not know these people.
Okay. Right. So I think Charles, you were tailing. So Charles is probably.
I was going to have a wee look in Marcus's room.
You were going to go look in Marcus's room.
Yeah,
okay.
that was the idea.
All right. Okay.
Because we don't know our new keen friend, so while that was happening, I was going for a wee nosy that way.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's give us a look roll. If you get an extreme success on your look roll, we'll say that Marcus has forgotten to lock his room. No.
No.
So it's locked. What are you going to do?
Locksmith.
Kick it down.
Do I have locksmith?
Everybody has
Yes,
locksmith.
you do. Everybody
1%.
has locksmith at 0-1.
Yeah.
It's worth a punt.
What the hell? Why not?
They really want to get in my room. Christ. This ain't fair. Can I do spot hidden check in this room that I'm in?
Oh my word!
Oh.
Another night.
Hold on, I've got. What do I need?
Have you got 8 luck, Colin?
Yeah, I do have 8 luck. That's
Come on!
right.
Spend it.
Unbelievable.
Get the
Nothing
big
quite
I've seen this. I've
bring
seen
your
this
luck
go in the
away.
moving pictures. And
Yeah. So these locks,
It's just
the
very
locks.
poor quality locks.
Yeah, they must. It's They must. Some of these locks must be faulty. It is a
I
brand.
mean, we're on a ship.
It is a brand new ship.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe they're not.
there doesn't think there'd be a bunch of reprobates going around breaking into people's rooms.
Yeah.
Okay,
Smashing
so
We're supposed to be first class.
so Marcus, do you
It
want to describe the state of what your room, your cabin is like to Charles?
Well, it's
Absolute
obviously
pigsty.
pristine. It's pristine, how dare you? I pride myself on how neat and tidy I am.
So I'm stepping on in. What do I see?
What do you tell you? So Marcus, you'll have to tell us what does Charles see? What does he find in your room after if he searches your room?
I think
Not on the
initial,
top drawer.
what a
Hunter's Weekly magazine?
Who does he find?
Who?
is there any members of crew tied up here bound and gagged,
Anybody chained
or
up anywhere?
like,
There's not. No.
is it like Boxing Helena's type scenario going on?
Don't look in the top drawer.
So yeah, you find
special drawer, don't look in there.
you find a couple of hunting magazines, some academic books, possibly a copy of Malcolm Quarry's book, which is mentioned.
A nice lion head, mounted on a plaque.
Don't know why he's travelling with a
Yeah, that's
mounted
about
lion's
right.
head.
Expensive.
He's got expensive taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
This is
mounted
my
his own,
prized possession.
I'm not there, but I can appreciate this expensive taste. That's
brings
nice.
his
I
own
like that.
decorations on the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I love a good.
But yeah, there's nothing. You got plenty of time to go over the room with a fine comb, and
check your underwear drawer. Anything interesting?
there's nothing to suggest anything untoward about Mr. Dyer. In
Okay,
fact,
so-
you can get. Yeah, I will let you make a psych. You've seen into his private things, his private area. I'll let you
into
make
his
a
soul.
psychology roll with a bonus dice, since you are a trained professional.
Can I pick Colin's pocket while he's distracted?
Even I'm laughing at that now at this stage of the game. It's,
Oh my god! I thought you
Oh.
were Phil. Oh right, so yeah.
this is
you-
what I've needed to do. I need to sneak into people's rooms.
Yeah.
It's
Your
not
talent,
speaking to them.
talents are wasted as a doctor.
Just by checking out their underwear drawer. That's where your talent. That's where your new talent. You can read people from their underwear drawer.
Knicker sniffing.
Smells like psychopath to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are convinced on a professional level, without a doubt, that Mr. Dyer is completely above board.
Good. Okay, so I'll close everything up, close the door, toddle on back to. In fact, I'm going to go skeet shooting since the afternoon before my
Okay.
session.
So Gerald, what are you doing?
I'll crawl out from under the bed.
Uh huh.
Pocket the letters, pocket the book,
Onto that.
and have a scooch around, see if is there anything else
good.
massively suspicious.
Anything else? Okay, so you can make another spot hidden roll then.
Come on, that'll do.
59. Okay, right. So you do find in the top drawer of the like bedside table or nightstand or whatever you want to call it, you do find a little notebook, like a pocket notebook, and it is a list. It's like pages and pages of numbers and names. You can make an accounting roll
Oh,
see if you can make sense of it.
come on.
Big roll.
Oh, I thought that was 05 then.
It's okay, because I know an accountant who might be able to help.
Pocket that book.
I'm going to pocket it.
Okay.
Fucking pen.
Radio.
Yeah, I'm going to pocket his pocketbook.
Okay. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing ever else of note in his room.
I'll take a shit in his bathtub.
In his shoes.
Let's-
That'll teach him.
Are you genuinely doing that?
No.
No.
But
Oh, well, I'm
I
gonna
might-
make a
Metaphorical.
I might wipe his
Metaphor.
toothbrush round the toilet though.
Oh, dirty.
Nasty.
That's
Cheeky.
dirty.
Do not mess with Gerald Black.
Had a shit in his bed and then remade it.
Yeah, so that's too obvious.
Oh, do you know how to do an Egyptian mattress?
Is that sex
Right.
move?
So if you want to screw with someone, you get their duvet and you fold it sort of halfway underneath their blanket, so when they're trying to get into bed, they can't.
Is that like a putting cling film over the toilet seat kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. I'm into that.
Okay, so you
Actually,
actually,
I'm going to make a complete mess of this room.
all right.
Okay, yeah.
You're going to turn it upside down.
Turn it upside down, and can I make a look roll
To
see
what
if
end?
to see if I've got the bit of uniform with me. I can't remember who had it.
Yeah, why not? Okay, yeah, that's fine. You can make a luck roll to do that. Of course you can.
Hi.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you definitely.
I'm gonna
It's almost like you planned this.
I'm gonna tuck that bad boy, like, maybe just under the corner of his suitcase. Just, where it's not immediately obvious, but
Cheeky.
somebody looking around trying to figure out what's happened will spot it.
Right. Okay.
Play games with me, will you, sunshine?
I like that. I
like
like
his-
it.
Winnie Colton Bennett.
Like his style.
Okay.
Fun.
Are you leaving the room after that then?
And then I'll leave the room, yeah,
Very well.
and I'll go and go back and be somewhere fairly obvious where he's probably going to see us. I'll just do some laps of the pool or something.
Okay. And what about June? So Gerald finally emerges,
Oh,
appears.
and I'm going to slap that slacker for just running off and leaving me
You better fucking slap
my-
you for not getting the stuff out the room.
with
quick
my
enough.
ass dangling in the breeze.
You jumped under the bed instead of jumping out the room, man.
If
He
only
was
could
right
whistle.
there because
Is this the first time
somebody.
you robbed somebody?
Right, if you're a lookout, you don't stand like in the open door waiting for them to come around the corner and see you standing by the open door. What you do is you stand at the end of the corridor. So
He
you've
did,
got
and he
some
tried to
plausible
whistle, but his whistling's
deniability.
terrible.
The doors in the middle of a corridor. I've got to look both ways. If I stand at that one end, I'm fucked for the
Right.
other end.
I'm gonna give him some for the rest of the voyage. I'm just gonna be giving him some basic Fieldcraft 101 on how to be surreptitious.
And I'm going to be like, who is this guy trying to teach his granny how to sook eggs? And I'll teach him how to rob somebody next time.
Okay. So yeah, while you're sort of heading back up onto the main deck, we're back and forth with each other. You find Marcus and Mr. Thomas sat at one of the tables in one of the probably in one of the lounge areas. And Mr. Thomas is trying to solve this password puzzle with
What sort of? Can I get it? Oh, you're right, chaps. Not. Can I recommend having a swim in this heat? It is absolutely. I might have to have another 3 this afternoon. I cannot believe you just sat out in this heat. It's ridiculous. That
Did we
pool
get the actual
downstairs
clue for the crossword?
is
Did we get a
awesome.
chance to solve it?
I knew somebody were going to ask that.
What's Sam? What are you struggling with there?
Oh, the crossword?
Yeah.
I have no idea. 4 down.
Please let me just walk past and go. It's Nebuchadnezzar. Just as a final rubbing it in his little accounty face.
Let's have to get a cryptic one, otherwise it would be impossible to kind of explain it, wouldn't it?
Oh, we get an actual clue. Let's go. I'm useless at crosswords.
Yeah. Normal crosswords fine. Cryptic ones, no.
I'm good at number stuff. No good
So
at
it is a cryptic crossword clue, and it is at home. Miss him 6 in brackets had a misprint of 1 letter in the definition. I shall put that into the chat because that barely makes any sense to me at all.
I have no idea.
At home,
You'll miss it.
you'll miss him.
Can you see that in chat?
Yep, at home, miss him.
Had a misprint of 1 letter in the definition.
If anybody gets that, I'll give you a free bonus die to spend whenever you want.
Wow.
I'm copying it on Twitch because I don't have a clue. I'm no good at crosswords. I'll apply 3-digit numbers by 3-digit numbers, but I can't do crosswords.
And I've got the answer, and it still makes no sense. That is like whatever. I have no idea.
So 6 is the number of letters. The answer is.
Yeah.
Oh, the number within the brackets denotes the number of letters within each
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're looking for an anagram with one letter different, I think.
I think it's an anagram of
A
at
misprint
home.
of one letter. So
Yeah.
So change
An
one
anagram
these
of at
words.
home.
No, that's 7 letters. I think it's an anagram of at home.
Aye. With one letter different, with one
Missed
false
him.
letter.
So it's H, remove H, and one letter. Hem, H-E, what does that leave?
This is I'm sure this is making absolutely thrilling viewing.
This is it.
Yeah, come
Cryptic-
and watch 5 idiots feel it's all across everybody.
Bear in mind, there's currently a ton of Chinese bots screaming at screen answer.
If anybody knows the answer to this, I will be very
Get
surprised.
in the chat.
I
Hang
can
on,
see
if
the
we
answer, and I
change
don't
one letter-
understand how that is the answer.
H,
If we change one letter of one of these words and get a different word for that word, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So
No,
at home,
I think it's
a
an
different-
anagram of at home.
yeah, but miss
So-
him, does that mean remove the H-M and another letter?
Change the
cool.
M,
Right.
maybe.
Ah, right, okay.
At home.
Change something.
There is a clue.
miss-
Well, the reason why that answer did not make sense is because it was a secondary clue. So there is a secondary clue.
Oh, okay.
Come on then.
You want the secondary clue? Are you that useless
we
that
do.
you need the secondary clue?
We're going to sit here
I
all
don't know,
night.
you
What's
might
all
need-
this
Yeah, there's
might
the
need-
cryptic,
now?
then there's an umpty crossword, you know what I mean?
I know it.
Campaign is on pause until we solve this, boys.
So that is the clue. The definition is hit, which is a misprint of him.
So what's another word for hit?
Score, land,
Strike.
Strike.
strike,
Yes.
dash, knock.
Punch.
Strike is good.
Strike, yeah.
Who said strike first?
Me.
Yeah,
Solid,
Charles,
solid.
you get a bonus die to spend whenever you want.
There you
Hey.
go. That's so it might roll normally sometime.
There you go.
At home, because you're on strike, you know at work.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck cryptic.
Oh,
crosswords,
miss
man.
him, it'd be miss hit then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If it
Miss-hit.
has had a misprint of one letter
Miss
in it.
hit in baseball when you don't hit it, it's a strike.
Yeah.
A miss hit.
Yeah.
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 Fucking Americans.
Hey.
Yeah.
If there's any Americans watching, fuck you.
Our one viewer just disappears.
And you shit sport.
Yeah. Imagine trying to make rounders complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not a world
Boring.
champion when you're the only country that competes.
America
Yeah.
wants to take itself seriously about sport. Remind them that the NFL is just like wrestling and it's not officially a sport, it's sports entertainment and they are allowed to fix it.
Yeah,
And
that's why they
probably
have
the
so many
biggest-
shows and stuff, because the sport's that boring itself that they have to actually have like half a game's worth of entertainment just
Also,
to get people
Michael
to watch.
Jordan never retired from basketball. He got kicked out of the NBA for gambling and they covered it up because he was too big.
Okay,
That's why he went to baseball.
so back in
But none of this has
1929.
happened yet,
Yeah,
'cause-
back in 1929.
Yeah. Who? Michael who? It's 1920s.
Okay, so Mr. Oh, of course, strike. Well done. And he seemed, in fact, if anything, he seems a little put out that you've got it when he didn't, and he snatches at the paper and storms off.
Yeah, you should spend some time out in the deck ski shooting. Oh boy, it helps focus the mind.
Right,
Oh,
it doesn't
just
answer.
go
It
back
doesn't
to your
look
room
back.
and sulk.
So I guess the five of you have now reconvened in the lounge, or one of several lounges on the ship.
I'll tell him about Patricia. That what she said to me. Just so she's just so they're aware.
Yeah, it's definitely
Where
that
have we
last
heard
night.
that? We've heard
She
that
was
kind of shit
definitely
before.
troubled. It's a good thing. Actually, I was in a bit of trouble myself. It's a good thing we have our trustworthy new friend Marcus with us. You know.
Oh, that's
to
suspicious.
do this.
Now all of a sudden I'm trustworthy, huh?
Well, you did help me out of a hole. You know, I
I'm
was in
going
trouble.
to
and you pulled me out of some
give
bunting.
Charles one of. I think it's technically called an old-fashioned look.
Or you're going to die stare. One of the two.
It's like, in what way is he remotely trustworthy?
I just look back and knowingly going. You forget, you know. Obviously, we're not gonna have the conversation out in the open. Do you remember the conversation we had previously?
Can I
To
see
carry
if
out
I spot
certain
these
tasks?
looks that are passing between them?
Oh, you can make a psychology roll. Yeah, why not?
Oh my god, there's no point in this.
Here, hold on a minute.
You said
Go
that.
back a few episodes to look at my rules. I know better about this.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, Charles is not a psychologist. He's given
No.
himself one of those degrees that you write off.
I would say he got his qualifications out of a vending machine.
Yeah, so you got yeah, this you're totally oblivious to this. You're probably just totally bamboozled by the fact that now Charles Highsmith is singing your praises. And
I'm just grateful for his help. You know, when I was in a bit of trouble, and he came to Patricia's aid, and at least somebody else can acknowledge that the poor lady's in trouble. You know, that's trustworthy to me.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I've got this bridge I want to sell you as well.
Okay, so later that evening, you have dinner, and then as everybody's departing from the dinner table, Mrs. Tully says, "Don't forget, we convene in an hour's time for our rehearsal. I've reserved one of the ballrooms. We won't be disturbed."
Entire ballroom.
Yeah, well, there's several, so it's only it's not massive. And she is quite an influential lady, is Mrs. Tullis.
So this is actually happening, isn't it?
I've got the lyrics and everything.
Me,
Oh, excellent.
You're gonna send them to us and give us a part each. Are we gonna do a Playboys? I'm up for it if you are.
I am going to sing incredibly enthusiastically.
Nice.
I will give you the lyrics. You can decide whether you want to. I'm not going to be cruel and say you've got to do this, but if you want,
Now, there's other people in the house. They would be unhappy with me.
There you go.
I am going to absolutely belt it out as loudly and as tunelessly as I possibly can, but while clearly putting in loads of effort. Because I am actually putting in loads of effort to make it sound as unpleasant as possible. But
okay.
I'm going to try and make it look as if I'm like really giving it my all, 110%.
I mean, it does look like a Cradle of Filth song to me.
It seems a very patriotic ballad. I'm sure I would join in. I'm very English.
British Tower is so many songs.
I hate the Scots. Like I'm
So
really
I
English.
shall tell you what,
anyway.
as some inspiration, Mrs. Tullis gets a gramophone record of with a rendition of the song, and this is the one I actually have.
You just saved me a Google trip there.
I actually have the song. Here we go. Let me just stop the ship's orchestra.
Hi, shh. Our turn.
In which case, if she's putting on a gramophone record as well, I'll be almost, but just a tiny bit, sometimes early and sometimes late on all of the beats.
So yeah, so this is, you can sing along to it as you. Here we go.
Oh, I think I've got my volume turned right down. That's
Come on, Dave.
does me head in.
Is a soaring soul, as free as a mountain bird. His energetic fist should be ready to resist a dictatorial word. His nose should pan, and his lips should curl. His cheek should quail, and his brow should
Yeah.
His
Well,
bosom
that-
I can't hear one thing.
and his
It's,
fist be
King
ever
Crimson, isn't
ready
it?
for a knock.
Right. I've turned Steam. Oh, Steam Ship's still going. I've still got Steam Ship playing for some reason. Is that right? No.
Yeah, steamship sound is still playing. Yeah.
Alright, so turn that down, yeah. But
A
Dublin,
British
Eyes should
British
flash
Tower's
with
not
a
playing.
flame on fire. His brow will scorn be wrong. He never should bow down to a domineering
What in the
crowd.
Morris
Nor the
dancing
tang of a tyrant tongue. His foot should stand and his broom.
am I missing this? Is this actually playing?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh.
Very quiet.
His eyes
0-0?
should flash and
It's
his
just
breast
quite quiet.
and
That's-
this should be his
I've got all that
customary
shit
It's definitely a Monty Python sketch.
Yeah, I'm going to absolutely belt it out.
Give us a swimming role, a singing role. That'll be art craft. If you haven't actually got anything in singing, so it's an art craft role, which is everybody has 5%.
I'm singing along.
Right.
And there we go,
Well,
it's finished.
The better I roll, the worse I'm going to sing. Just just for reference.
I roll an acting because it's 5%.
Where the heck are these rolls? I can't even see mine.
Let me see. let me have a look at your character sheet. You
The
might not
speech
have.
bubbles on the left.
You might have the Marcus Dyer might not have a art craft skill. No, I shall add it for you.
I don't. I've only got
I
Einard.
haven't got it.
You can just roll percentage. It's roll percentage dice
Yeah.
from the dice tray. So it's 5%. If you succeed, I'll add it to your I'll add it to your sheet. There's not really much point.
I have
Although-
5 on acting, I just used that.
Yeah.
How do I
66.
do that?
So at the bottom right corner, you'll see a line with icons of the different dice symbols, and the last one on the right is a D100. So if you left click on that once, and then press the roll button underneath it.
What are you up to? There's cat-based twattery afoot.
So it's just Charles. Charles saved the day.
Can I have a negative dice?
What, you want to purposely make it bad?
Yeah.
Oh, you can if you want. Yeah. Okay.
My singing is. I don't want to be involved in this, so I'm just going all out to make it go. You know, Gerald Jugman, maybe you should sit this one out there. That's my.
Well then, so far George is the worst. Oh, that made that.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow, what have you just done?
What have I done?
Oh, yeah.
That was 6%. You're the best. The best of the performers.
Just belt it out. Just full tenor.
I accidentally revealed myself to have a fine baritone.
Very good. So yes, Mr. Oh, fantastic, Mr. Black, fantastic. Oh, you'll be asked. You can take the lead. You can take the lead. I think.
Well done, Gerald. Well done, man.
George, you may need to keep just keep the volume down a little bit.
Yeah, but George is just
We'll
George doesn't
put
sing,
you
he
in the
just-
back
he just
row.
Literally shouts. he shouts. He shouts.
That's what
the
I was
words.
aiming
The
for.
definition of singing better is shouting the words louder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally. It's not even attempted to sing. It's just shouting the words as loud as he can.
That was what I was aiming for. And look how
Wow.
badly that ended.
And
Yeah.
everybody else didn't do too bad. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, kind of like 20s. So yeah.
25 over 5, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad, really. Okay, so yeah, so Mrs. Tullis is quite impressed. Does anybody want to do anything else this evening, or shall we move on to the next day?
I would like to. When we go back to our room, probably fairly early because it's just way too hot. But I'm going to show this book that I nicked off Nicholson. Nicholson.
Thomas Stephen.
Yeah.
Stephen Thomas, rather.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got Nicholson written down. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the wrong line. Yeah, Thomas. I'm going to show them this book. Look, it was our accountant friend that that was involved in nicking us stuff. Because I've got a stuff back from his room. No thanks to fucknuts there. Don't trust him to help you by keeping guard. Because inept doesn't even begin by our pitiful standards to cover it. But I also found this notebook.
So I'm presuming that everybody's in on this now. With Charles's recommendation has given the green light to Mr. Dyer.
Well,
and Mr. Knight just insinuates himself
on your head be it with your new friend.
I'd like to see if there's any entrance, like if I can spot any kind of forced entry into my room when I get back.
No, with that luck rule, no. Sorry, you're.
Phil, I remember last time when I fucked up the whisper on Foundry, so I just sent you a Discord private message.
All right, okay.
So I don't whisper in front of everybody there. Remember
so you can't. So an easy way to do a whisper. You see the playlist in the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh, have you got that mode switched on? Have you?
Yeah. So if you right-click on a name, there will be an option that says open whisper box. Because I haven't actually got Discord open. It's
maybe we should call it Cthulhu Paranoia. So I'll whisper to some of these people.
You're not allowed to automatically distrust me because I'm whispering the GM. That's metagaming.
No, I've just whispered to some of you, and now you're all going, why didn't I get a whisper? Now that's metagaming. The fact that I've said I'll whisper to some of you and then don't whisper to anybody, and then everybody's paranoid.
I made a thing that said at the start of every game you should DM if you're the GM, send a message to all the players saying no one's loyal except you. And make for a fun game.
I trust no one but you.
Yeah.
So go on, carry on, Ginger.
Anyway,
you have the floor.
I've got this book. It seems to be some sort of, I don't know, ledger. But seeing as we did so well on the crossword, thought we could give it a bash between us and maybe have a look at the book as well after we've done. And yeah, I'll show them whatever this shit is.
So you're all in your so everybody's in the suite that makes up Charles, George, and Gerald's room. Then yes.
Yeah.
So what you wanting to look? So yeah, like I say, it will require an accounting rule to decipher this.
So, can we have whoever's best at accounting with an assist?
Not me.
I've got a grand total of 5.
Probably not me.
See, I've got 15.
Would you like my assistance?
Yeah,
I'm good at this.
I think you are actually good at this, aren't you?
Yeah, this is the one time I've had a character that's good at this skill. Actually, shall I roll this for you, gents?
I was going to say if you're better than me, then
I've got a 55.
I'll give you an assist in that case if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
So a bonus.
Well, I will allow up to 2 people to assist because it's not like you require room and stuff. So more minds on the job is more.
Yeah, basically we're just going to brainstorm.
So you can have, and you're not really pressed for time, so you can have 2 bonus dice, Julian.
Yeah, I'll do.
Oh,
Okay, right.
And the-
So
Everything just falls out.
falls into place.
yeah. So this is I've stolen this from somebody.
Books are balanced.
They might recognise this because I've stolen it from somebody, and transported it to somewhere else. So it appears to be a list of gambling debts. So it appears that Mr. Thomas is in a hell of a lot of debt, to the point that he is potentially officially bankrupt.
Oh,
Not good.
Can see how that could happen.
And it's hard. You can't be sure because there's some there's some notations like coded notations that go beyond like just accounting sort of shorthand and stuff. But it looks like he is in it's maybe some like debt company, some gambling debts. Maybe some criminal. It looks like a criminal is like indebted to some kind of criminal syndicate.
Does it seem
At
people
which
owe
point,
money
it's
to?
probably quite easy to lean on him and get him to do stuff.
Phil, is it the same people I owe money to?
It was, yes. I've stolen that from yeah.
All right. So I reckon that's, well, if you share the information, no, because I read it actually. Sorry, I rolled the roll, so I know that it's the same people that I owe money to on gambling debts. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll tell the guys, all right, look, he's in with the same people I am. He's got gambling debts. Not that I've got gambling debts. I've got credit on my account. I'm a winner, not a loser like this guy. But yeah, I know these people that he's in. I know these people that he's in debt with. They're bad,
They're
dangerous,
nasty.
very, 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 very dangerous people. That's why he's on a boat to another continent, I would think.
So that would probably make him quite an easy mark to lean on him to get him to
Yeah,
do
but
stuff that maybe he doesn't want to.
He's already under a lot of pressure, yes.
Yeah. So these debtors, they have mob connections as well. Italian mob connections.
oh,
Okay. Is there anybody particularly Italian on this
No,
boat?
no.
just a guy walking around like that. He's
Yeah,
always eating
No,
gelato.
you've not. No, most.
Did I not tell you it's a Giuliano?
Almost every passenger is British.
Okay.
Apart from
Possibly.
Giuseppe, who's from Middlesbrough.
So Julian's
Maybe
British
possibly-
and raised half his life in India. So
So
Not me.
possibly, yeah, possibly a few Americans, but yeah, not almost.
I was just wondering if
almost
there was somebody.
exclusively British. Even Julian, who's grown up in India, is being educated at a proper British
it's more-
education.
I was wondering if there was somebody on the ship pulling his strings.
Yeah, it's a bit of a random coincidence that, that the same people that would lean on him would know about his debts when he's escaping them.
No, I think he's been either he's escaping from them. They know he's on board the same ship as us, so somebody on the ship has lent on him to rob us stuff off us, or he got put on the ship to follow us.
The latter makes more sense than just randomly being on the ship and then randomly knowing that he has gambling debts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the people he has these debts to are the kind of people that would force him to go on a ship just to watch.
Yeah, that makes more sense if he's
They are
actually.
those kind of people.
yeah. At which point, we've got two ways of going at it. We can either confront him and get him on our side, or we can just fuck with him because it's funny.
Oh, I thought you meant just kill him. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking smash
No,
him up.
because the mob can kill him for us when they actually get our hands
Yeah.
dirty.
Yeah. I mean, for instance, we could slip this notebook of his inside Mrs. Tallis's bag, and then point out to him.
I'm racking
What's
my
that
brains for a way to
fucking,
make this work for me because I owe these people money as well. Like, how am I going to work this to my advantage?
Um,
Hang
Well,
on, you
just
said
say
you
they
were
were
a winner.
fair.
You said you were in credit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that was out of
And-
character. That was me thinking out
and-
loud.
and
In,
it
in
occurs to
character,
me-
you all think I'm loaded.
Oh, okay.
It occurs to me that if he's been lent on to do dodgy shit against us, somebody else with gambling debts might also be lent on.
I don't have debts. I'm in credit. You've seen my crocodile shoes and
I've
my
seen your
alligator
shooting,
shoes.
mate. I don't. Have you won a bet yet? While we've been on the ship.
Yes.
He said he's addicted to gambling. He didn't say we're
normally-
very good at it.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
well,
I was
no,
good at-
that's what
normally,
I'm thinking.
Normally, I bet
He's
normally
this
I bet
winner.
on cards and sports. I'm just here gambling on shooting because we're here shooting
He's-
for fun. It's
he's
just
a
only
winner,
£1 at a time.
But
It's,
we've never seen him actually win.
Very suspicious.
Winners don't
How
run
about
the
how
table.
a quick game of gin rummy, old man?
all right then.
Pound a point.
Yes, please.
How to simulate that?
Well, shall I make a sleight of hand roll to start us off?
Oh, you cheeky fuck.
I would. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I would say it's it's going to be a luck
Well,
roll, and
I'll
you can.
match your sleight of hand with
I'll-
a spot red in.
Yeah, if you
well,
make
there
a
was a-
slight, if you make a
there was
sleight of hand roll, you can add a bonus dice onto your luck roll. How about that?
There was a 0-6.
Oh wow!
Oh, come on.
So just the one bonus dice.
Yeah,
Or
that's a crit. Yeah, go on. You can have, that's a hard success, so you can have it, or
Shall
rather
we
an
make it?
extreme success. That'll be 2 bonus dice, I guess. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a hard success on the luck roll.
I believe it was a pound a point. We agreed.
Oh!
With my virgin roll as well. You had 2
Wow.
bonus dice and beat me by 1, you dick.
So that's a pound then.
That's a pound. The luck is not. I don't have any luck on the sea. See when we get to land, when we get to India, I'll take you to a casino and I'll.
Oh
rinse
yeah,
and
it's one of
dry.
these ones, is it?
It's the
Is it
sea,
like
yeah.
that, is
I've got no
it?
luck on
Yeah.
the sea, yeah. Something like
What
that.
when you're next to like sort of some mirrors and.
I've had no luck since I got on this boat, yeah.
Yeah, so yet again, my idea of him being a winner is
We're
reinforced.
going to have to check my finances and credit rating soon, Phil. Most of the bets, like.
Can I have a credit rating roll? Just to.
I've actually got a healthy credit rating. Look at this for a credit for a winner.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
winning.
absolute winning.
Goes to his pocket to pull out a big wad of cash, and he went for the wrong pocket and he's pulled out moths.
pulled out the ones written in crayon.
Pull out
Aye.
a wad of
Big
betting
wads of
slips.
IOUs.
Wrong pocket, sorry boys.
So, what are you doing? Are you discussing this further, or are you just going to retire for the evening?
Well, I think the question is, what do we do about him? Because at the moment, if he's in hock to the mafia or whoever, he's going to be shitting bricks.
Aye, but very difficult to turn him against them, to make him go against their orders.
Oh, shall we just see what he's like tomorrow? Have a chat to him tomorrow and see what sort of mood he's in.
No, I'd say pull him now. Pull him while the iron's hot. And just have a
Well,
look.
we don't really want to tip him off. You can probably guess, but this is one of those. We know that he knows that
Yeah.
we know.
Oh, power play. I know the names of the people he owes money to. We could pretend I'm from that organisation.
That's actually a good shout.
Yeah.
I know
But yeah,
the names
he-
of the
he
people.
will
The
probably
boss, I know the name of the boss and shit. I could pretend
He
that
will
I'm one of their
suspect-
soldiers.
Us of nicking our stuff back, but he won't be able to accuse us of nicking our own stuff back.
So what about if I approach him and say that the boss and name the boss has said that you've to the job
Actually,
to cease. You've to
no.
stop. You've to stop watching and see how he reacts to that.
Yeah, I was going to say either, you or Marcus, because you're not with us.
Mhm.
Yeah, me, George, and Charles are a group. You two are. It's like those three that I've been hanging out on the voyage. I've been listening to their conversations, and you can slide into his confidence.
And I know the names of the people to make him think that I'm from the
They've
same
been talking about
organisation.
this chap called,
Yeah, and I'm here on this boat to tell you that your orders have changed, and see how he reacts to that.
Yeah. It's worth a punt. Bit of a laugh, innit? See if you can make him jump overboard.
Oh, that would end up in people losing sanity if you cause them to commit suicide. You know.
That's why we're letting Julian do it.
Oh, I fucking should have never gotten messed in with the mob, like.
So, what are you doing then?
I think we're going for an intimidation plan.
Is it
Like
intimidating? I don't know.
Well, no, I guess it's a deception plan, yeah.
Deception, yeah.
I would say, depending on your approach, on your language you're going to use, it's going to be either intimidate
Probably.
or persuade.
So
I would say
I'll use-
persuade, or is it just a power roll?
Or a psychology, like
Yeah.
happy to use my
psychology.
persuade.
Psych him out.
Yeah.
Psychology is quite alright as well.
Intimidate, persuade, or an opposed psychology.
Any chance I can get fast talk?
Well, fast talk. Thing is with fast talk. After people like sort of really come to the senses shortly afterwards. So you could like use fast talk to blag your way through. You know, like I've got my get past the doorman. I've forgot my ticket
Can I
and your
use-
thing. But
Can I
then
use fast talk to start the conversation to get in then? And then use my charm or persuade or something to try and...
you can. I mean, it'd be complicate it by adding multiple dice rolls to it. It's
Well,
If you
I
want
don't
to
think I
just
can...
go all in psychology and yeah.
I suppose my psychology's not that bad. Like I could, but just thinking fast talk. My fast talk's really good. If I can get my foot in the door with it, for maybe an advantage on the rest of the conversation or something.
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will go with that. Yeah.
Right. I bet watch me feel fast talk now.
So what are you going to do? So
After
you're
all
going
that
to.
setup, just
He fast talked it up and then fails a fast.
No,
So you're going. What are you doing? Going to his. What are you doing? Going to his room then? To his cabin?
Yeah.
Okay. So you rap on the door and
Say his name and I give him the secret mafia knock. Like it's like the opposite of the police knock. You know, the police have got a knock. The mafia have got one as well. You know, when the mafia's at the door. I'm used to hearing it, so I'm going to give him that knock so he knows.
Okay. So you
It's
knock
my
on the
business.
knock on the door. And
this is the mafia.
There's
right
no
here.
there's no response. There's no response. You can make a in fact I'm not making a listen roll. So there's no response, but you sure can hear movement inside, and you kind of put your ear to the door,
Gentle weeping.
and you can you can hear a man sobbing inside.
So I'll gently open the door. I'm not going to barge the door open. I'm going to just put my shoulder through, close the door. Shh. It's right. Nobody else is here. It's just me. Listen.
Right,
I
he
know you
looks
are.
up, and his eyes just like red and swollen. It's like you can see there's tears running down his cheeks.
Listen.
Like,
Don't worry.
whoa, what are you doing in here, Mr. Knight?
I'm here from Scarchetti or whatever his boss's name. Whatever the boss's name. I'm one of Scarchetti's men. I'm here to change your orders. We've had an update on the mission. You've no longer to tell these guys mission aborted. It was a wild goose chase. We were wrong. You've to leave it altogether. Any more surveillance on those men is not to persist.
He says it doesn't matter anyway. Somebody's stolen stolen the things, stolen the books I took. They wanted me to
Which book did you
take.
steal? Right, the boss needs to know which books are stolen, which items are still in play, and which ones are out of play. I need to know exactly which ones now.
I don't know. There's
Takes out a notepad.
a couple of letters from somebody called Malcolm Quarry and a book in German. But they're gone.
Okay.
They must know. They must have been.
Listen, everything needs to be catalogued. Every single item that's missing, I need to know about, and you need to tell me where you think they have gone. He's going to furiously be taking notes. Don't worry though, your mission is over. It's been cancelled. You no longer need to do correspondence on these men, surveillance on these men.
But okay, he's sick as thick as. So did you get the books then? Did you come and take them back?
No. Do you know where they are? Do you know where the books are?
No, somebody's been in my room. Somebody's been in my room. Somebody knows. Somebody's taken them.
Listen, don't worry. Your mission is over. It's ended. You don't have to worry. But my mission continues, and I need to find the books. So if you can tell me where the books went,
I don't know. Somebody's been here and taken them.
Right. Okay. And they're all missing. Yeah.
Yeah, I took the two things. So we're on the level now. Is everything square with Vinny?
Yeah, but you've got to don't even let a stray accidental eye fall on those guys before, because there's a sniper rifle looking at you the whole time, and if you put a foot out of line, it's over. Listen, if you just comply and don't look at these men ever again, your mission's over. Next port, you go home. Your life continues, but you put an eye out of place, they'll end you.
Okay, can make an intimidate roll. I think that's definitely an intimidate.
That's the social skill I don't have.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Okay, so he just his face just goes drip white, and he's like, okay, yeah, whatever you think is best, Mr. Knight. Yeah, I'll just stay in my cabin. I'll just stay in my cabin for the rest of the voyage. I can have my meals delivered here, I guess. Yeah, that seems best.
Not an eye out of place, and off at an export.
But there's something else. Says I killed someone. It was an accident.
Did anyone see it?
No.
Did anyone see it?
No, it was an accident. I was trying to get into.
Say less. I don't need to know. You don't need to know about men I've killed.
He just suddenly starts. He don't stop. He just starts unburdening himself. He says, "It was an accident. I was trying to get into the room, and one of the Lascars came, and he was going to report me, and I didn't know what else to do. I just next thing I know, he was lying on the floor, and I panicked and I tipped him over the side."
Listen, what you've had to do in the line of duty is what you've had to do. I'm not here to judge that. That's not going to be a problem. Just is there any more items left? Did they take everything, or do you have anything left? If there's anything left,
that's it. I swear, Mr. Knight, that's everything.
If you're withholding anything from me, they'll end you.
So that's everything, Mr. Knight. I promise. And he just sits there looking at his hands.
Okay, I think I've got all I'm going to get out of him. Then I will leave him.
Okay, right. You close the door behind. You can hear him. You hear him like start sobbing again.
And when I walk down the hallway, I'll shift my pattern of my walk to that mafia knock one more time, just to give my little reminder.
Okay, so presumably you return to the others.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, he won't be sniffing around you anymore.
Well, that's one thing less to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
So
he won't see anything you do again on this boat, and he'll be gone at the next stop.
Did you find out where he clocked us?
No. I forgot that I was supposed to be asking that. No one told me I was supposed to be asking that.
It matters not anyway.
I'm an NPC.
It matters not.
He won't be investigating your dealings anymore. He won't be watching you anymore. That's for sure. I put the fear of God into him.
Okay.
What time are we on? As in, what time of day is it?
Time of day, it is, I would say it's probably going on about 10 o'clock in the evening.
It's still Boxing Day.
It's still Boxing Day, yes.
Well, it's about time we got festive. Should we not have a
Oh,
drink?
you speeding the clock up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hold on, man. That's 10 o'clock in the afternoon. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, so it's 10 to 11. The bars will be shutting usually shutting about 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, we'll go for last orders, gentlemen. Might as
Sounds
well.
good.
It's festive season.
Okay. Right. So
It's been
you
quite a productive day.
it has indeed. So you go and celebrate
so.
you go to the bar, one of the bars, and celebrate your successes, solving the little mystery of your stolen items before retiring for the evening. So you quickly, aided by an intake of alcohol, you quickly drop off to sleep. And
I'm going to make sure my door's
restless.
locked.
Okay, yeah, mate.
Brandy helps you sleep without dreaming, by the way.
Does it?
Yes.
That's unfortunate. Not in this case, it doesn't. So your sleep is disturbed by by these vivid dream. And let's see.
Can I not be disturbed by the firehouse ghost out of Ghostbusters?
No, unfortunately not.
That'd be
That's
more-
not an option.
Can I not get a nice succubus or something? No.
No.
A wee sex dream, a wee sex demon or something.
Jesus
No.
Christ. I just put it out subtly. Oliver's just like, oh, kick the door and doof.
Okay. So let's put the steam sheet back on.
That's what you get when you invite me to play boys.
So, and you dream. So you all have exactly the same dream as well.
Oh, how convenient.
Rather, previously people had different dreams, but now you all have the same dream. So faces look up, pooled and expectant. You sit with others, the violin pinched between chin and shoulders, you've seen others do, your left hand on the strings, and the music starts up, and the orchestra crashes into its brief life. But are you the only one playing a role? Isn't the audience applauding and calling out in the wrong places? And the other musicians, they're competing? Sounding their instruments randomly. The conductor points at you, glance at your music, and there is the yellow sign. It writhes and squirms and seems ready to reach out for you. You must assuage it. Hastily, you start to play to its rhythm, building the sound yourself, note by note. You're exultant. You work furiously, crouched forward, balanced on the edge of your chair, and as you do, you glimpse the other members of the orchestra around you, and they're no longer human. Creatures, still, black, thin and strong, with wings and long heads, rows of long teeth. Your fingers touch your palms and your instrument is gone. You're sitting on the edge of a round hole. You can't see the bottom, and there are things falling down into it. One by one, the creatures, your neighbours, are diving in. They spread out their wings, they grow and glide down. There's the conductor, his tattered white robes drifting in a wind that isn't there. He turns and points to you. And without a thought, you jump down, down. You count the seconds you have left, and you are aware that this is the only act that ever mattered in your life. And you wake as you hit the bottom. It's the 27th of December.
Hey!
You can all make a sanity roll.
Yay.
Oh, my sanity's not as clever as it used to be.
I'm shaking for once. Didn't like that.
Yes, never bothered me.
It's given me flashbacks to my music lessons. They weren't pleasant.
If you fail, you lose. You roll a d3, and you lose 1d. So you lose 1d3 sanity if you fail. If you pass, you lose nothing.
What if a duck's back, mate?
What's a 1 for George? A 1 for Gerald?
2 for Gerald.
Oh, Torres, 2. You,
Oh,
oh,
no,
you,
I
oh
rolled
no,
high.
sorry, you rolled
Okay, right.
d3s. You've actually rolled d3. So Marcus, that's a 2 on the d6. So 3 for Mr. Highsmith. Okay, so
Oh, are you changing it?
you what? Sorry,
Were you jumping in there?
in where?
I was dropping my sanity down and then something flashed.
Well, I've done it.
Oh,
So
it'll have put your daily up by whatever you rolled.
All right.
Yeah, your daily will have gone up by 2
Yeah, but I was
or 3.
I was obviously taking myself down there at 49. So, oh right, is that okay? Right. Sorry, I thought I broke it. I'm like,
No,
"Oh."
no, no. In fact, we'll rest you. We'll rest
I thought-
everybody to reset it.
Alright.
To reset the daily. So rest. Rest. There we go. Everybody-
Although, does that not go on to today's?
no, it'll count as yesterday.
Can you rest everybody with a click of one button?
Yep, done it.
Foundry's too fucking clever, man. It's too good.
Andrew is
Oh,
just...
and people have recovered hit points as well.
Hey!
Okay. Look. Never lost any. So.
I didn't realise anybody lost any, but anyway, you should be on full
I
hit
don't
points
think-
anyway.
yeah.
No. Anyway.
Yeah, I did. I'd lost one from a while ago.
All right, yeah, you should be back on full anyway after this time. So,
Uh,
you sleep late into the morning again, missing the breakfast again, 2 days in a row, and you wake to find the Viceroy arriving in Aden late that morning. The ship, as you wander out into the blinding glare of daylight, you look out over the across the decks and over the side of the ship, and the ship is surrounded by Somali boys in boats, dugout canoes, and they're swarming around the boat. And despite the presence of clear presence of sharks that you can clearly see swimming in the water, swarming around the boats, the young boys dive brazenly off their canoes into the water after the coins and notes that the passengers throw into the water for them. And as they're clambering back into the water, and some of them narrowly missing an encounter with one of the many sharks that's swimming around, circling the boat, you notice that at least several of the boys are missing hands or feet.
Christ.
Well, that's what you get for diving in front of sharks for dollars, man. That's a madness.
Crazy kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the city of Aden itself is about 4 miles inland from the port, and there's a motorboat that takes passengers who wish to explore and visit Aden. They're like motorboat ferries them back and forth from the Viceroy to the port.
Through shark-infested waters.
Through shark-infested waters.
I'm not feeling very touristy.
So even from here, you can see the land. Under the heat of the sun, the land looks dry, sterile, and sunbaked. Looks uninviting.
Yeah, that's you have fun with that. There's plenty of creature comforts here.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't fancy that one bit. Somebody wants to shoot one of the sharks and skin it and make me some shoes, that'd be nice, but I'll not be going anywhere near that water, thank you very much.
I thought the way you were describing that we were getting invaded with Somali pirates.
So the Somali boys sounded like a
Yeah.
pirate gang, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So amongst the passengers going ashore, you notice Stephen Thomas.
Shall we wave him for a while?
A wink.
Okay, he doesn't see you. He's got his head down all the time, and he's wearing He's wearing a full suit and a wide-brimmed hat pulled down low across his head.
I have a feeling we're not going to see him again.
The imaginary sniper still sees him.
And
That's some sniper like out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
It's
been
the
robbing
mafia,
that
man.
boat.
Eyes everywhere.
Shot with a sniper
There's
rifle.
no escape for the mafia.
so you can, in fact, you can all make a luck roll because you don't want to make a skill. Don't want to get a skill increase from this. So yeah, just make a luck roll. No for George.
Negative.
And Marcus is very.
Oh, God. Nah, we're back to the terrible dice rolling.
Yeah.
Your dice got in the way, Colin. It was the best of
wow.
yours.
Okay, so as everybody else turns away from the spectacle of the Somali boys and the sharks and people going ashore, Marcus, you linger slightly as you see, and you're the one that sees Stephen Thomas board the motorboat, and you notice he's carrying a suitcase.
Did we go through the suitcase when we were in his room?
Yeah.
Oh, that was where you found all the stuff,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
so it was empty apart from those things that have been
Okay.
stolen.
Yeah, he's taking his suitcase. He's not coming back. He's done.
So yeah, so
That works.
27th, not 6 a.m. Okay, so I think we'll skip forward a little bit.
Right, so while we're on the ship, are there any classes on interpreting dreams?
That will be a little bit specific. No, they're going to be really sort of general interest kind of things.
Is there somebody in a toga or
Sort of like
the
you know,
1930s equivalent of yoga pants?
You have to do it in art class. That's where you have to go, and you have to. You're not drawing anything. You have to paint your feelings. And
yeah, and that sort of yoga meditation. That's not really a thing as yet. I don't think. I mean, there's Madame Blavatsky.
That's why I said 1930s equivalent.
Uh,
Or 1920s equivalent.
That's spiritualism. You still get put in the loony bin for that.
True enough. It's still illegal, isn't it?
Aye.
yeah,
That's
I
right.
mean,
Witchcraft was still illegal until 1951.
wait till you get to India, you'll be all right there.
Ah, yes, we'll find a shaman. Cool.
Yeah.
Loads of those.
Yeah, just don't do it in like polite, civilized culture. They'll put you in a loony bin. You'll be fine when we get out there with the savages.
okay, so I like to say, I think we'll steam ahead a little bit to coin a phrase. Yeah. Good call. Where's that? So
Toot.
eventually the ship leaves Aden and you steam out across the Arabian Sea. So the voyage across the Arabian Sea will take 2 days before you arrive in port in Bombay. And over the next 2 days, your dreams become more intense and more real, more vivid. And so you're going to experience 2 more dreams as the next 2 days pass.
Wonderful.
So, and then we'll move to the last day on the ship, or the last full day on the ship at least. Radio. So that night, the night of the 28th, you are hunting. Scrub, gorse, heather and granite spread out to the horizon. You remember the story of a man lost on these moors. As the sun fell and he had resigned himself to sleeping out in the cold, he came across a lovely girl who was out hunting with falcons. She spoke old Breton, and he went to her manor house and quickly fell in love with her. In the morning, as he sat with her in the garden, he was bitten by a viper. He swooned, and when he awoke, all that was there was her grave. It said she had died in her youth 100 years ago for the love of a man of his same name. In your mind's eye you see the images from this tale, the pale triangle of her face, the ivied stone of her grave, and her falconer, Hastur. You see him too, and wish you did not, for you know now what he heralds. As in the story, the light is almost gone, and you settle down on your haunches, knowing that you must spend the night out here. You watch as the sun goes down like a snuffed candle, and the world changes to pitch black. You lie down to sleep, but just as you are drifting off, you hear the bells. You stand, holding your breath. From somewhere comes a female voice. How cruel of him to say that. The bells sound close by. A man's voice, light-hearted but sad. I'm caught. You break and run. It's your only chance. A rill trips you and you stumble. Your gun flying from your hand into the night. A misguided notion of what to do in pursuit as you follow in the water. Panting, you look back and then splash to a stop. Yes, the gentle sound of the bells. He's there. You turn to face the front. His shadow looms, huge and impassive. Darkness comes over you like a hood. And you can roll for sanity as you wake the next morning.
Cheers. Just fuck's sake.
It's starting to get for me now.
Same again. If you pass, you lose nothing. If you fail, you lose 1d3.
Whose dice hit my dice?
So what did you say?
Must be
1d3?
fine.
1d3 again, yeah. Okay. So that night, the night of the 29th, you dream again.
Sorry, was that 0 on a pass?
0 on a pass, yeah. It's cold outside, and the bedroom window stands open. The curtains sigh into the room. You watch yourself sleeping, wrapping the sheets more tightly around your shoulders, and you see they're ripped, shredded into long streamers. You rise from the bed and stumble out of the room. Along unfamiliar corridors and across large chambers, you notice marble, carpet, past glass, velvet hangings, brick and porcelain, oil and gold and wood. One of you is muttering, "It's all a distraction, all a distraction." There's a mask on the wall and you take it up and put it on. You see a sword and pick it up. The robe of tattered cotton plays out behind you, lending you a dignity commensurate with your task. And then you see someone in a side corridor watching you, your doppelganger, eager and worried. Suddenly furious, you hurry over, gripping the sword tightly. You think you can stand in judgment over me? You think this has nothing to do with you? You wonder just what you're capable of. It is my crown, mine! You whirl forward, the weapons singing, attack and defense are contrived and inexpert, and you separate. But blood blooms thickly on your arm. You're shocked. You see many weapons like this, but you didn't think they actually worked. And you hold the wound and watch your double raise the sword again, and both of you look so afraid. And you roll for sanity again.
Oh my god, I'm losing sanity by the pound.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah,
a deliberate attempt to screw over our
This
sanity.
is just to fucking wear us down a little
Oh
bit
my
before the next bit, isn't it?
So it will. None
Oh,
of these will trigger a bout of.
again.
Oh no, I succeeded.
My
I
God.
thought the 93 was me, that was you, Marcus.
So none of these will trigger a bout of madness or like a bout, like a indefinite insanity or temporary insanity.
One.
You're so kind.
I know. So once everybody's done that, I'll just rest everybody up. Has everybody have everybody done that?
Yeah.
No,
Sorted.
Cool. I'll rest everybody up. There we go. Everybody's rested.
So how do we regain sanity if we can?
Hospital.
Sometimes doing good things.
Yes. Achieving something. Achieving like objectives can regain
And
sanity.
foiling the bad guys.
Yeah.
You tend to get a bit back, like at the end of an adventure.
Right, okay.
So yeah, if you feel like you've pushed the darkness back a little bit, foiled the plots of the villains or the or whatever it is, then sometimes you'll gain some you gain comfort from that, so you'll gain sanity back. But there's other ways of gaining sanity as well. You can put yourself into care, or if you're real desperate, put yourself into the hands of Dr. Highsmith.
Nobody's
That'll probably lower it 10 times faster.
Dr. Highsmith
you're not that
is
good.
fine, upstanding psychiatrist with an asylum that carries a high reputation,
An outstanding reputation, of course.
despite the murders that went off there.
Semantics.
So, it is the 29th. I think I'm not lost track of this. It's the 29th of December, the last full day on board. And the day ends, of course, with the passengers' concert. So each table in the dining room puts on its own
It's going
show,
to be another sanity knot.
varying from short melodrama to poetic recitation. Patricia, who has up and now refused to take, has quietly declined to take part, and everybody's kind of sort of like, not pushed the matter because she's been, especially after Dr. Highsmith has confirmed that she's obviously quite psychologically delicate at this point in time. Nobody pushes the matter or tries to force her involvement. But
What I
surprising,
confirmed this to the entire ship,
no, just to your people on your table.
just the entire dinner table.
That you now consider like friends. Even Mrs. Tullis has become. She's a bit of a mother hen, bit of a busybody, but she's not all bad. To the point that she has taken the liberty of phoning ahead, using her contacts to book everybody rooms in the best hotel in Bombay.
Is she actually going to pay for that, though? Because last time she was booking rooms and then scarfing.
No, she.
Well, as long as you get the
to,
adjoining suite, that's the kicker,
But yeah, she
Jared has
obviously
the
she's not
adjoining
paying for rooms, but yeah, she uses the contacts to get you a reasonable price. So you're not going to pay any more than you normally would. But anyway, so like I say, you've become quite close to varying degrees with the your fellow diners. Apart from, of course, Mr. Thomas, who did not return to the ship in Aden, which has become a bit of a talking point. But anyway.
Shame.
So, surprising everybody, Patricia gets up, and unaccompanied, she walks to the stage and announces that she's going to sing a song. And her voice is beautiful, heart-wrenchingly beautiful, and the song that she sings is dripping with melancholy. But it fills Gerald probably more than anybody. It fills Gerald with a sense of dread as she performs a rendition of Casilda's song from The King in Yellow.
Oh, good.
Which will
So
play.
we didn't have to do it ourselves in the end.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
So yeah, we'll have Casilda's song playing in the background. So that brings an end to the evening, and everybody champagne.
I can't hear you over the music.
Oh, you can't hear me over the music?
Volume down 30% on the music.
Yeah, there they go.
Yeah.
That better?
Yeah.
So, Patricia's performance brings an end to the proceedings, and everybody indulges in free champagne that is doled out by the ship's crew to all on board. Patricia, for once, indulges as well, and she drags, as the ship's orchestra starts up a tune, she drags Julian to his feet, and they both take to the dance floor. Yeah. So Julian, even you with your being a bit of a cad, you're even come to your attention how unlike herself she is. You've never seen her drink more than like a few sips of any kind, even a glass of wine at dinner, and she is just knocking back glass after glass of champagne to the point that even you feel awkward about the fact that she's seems to be throwing herself at you, and you could easily take advantage of the situation. But like I say, even you, it even makes you feel uncomfortable.
Even me, the cad, the sleazeball.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's weird. Don't like it. Something wrong with her.
Yeah.
I'm rejecting all her advances. Something not right about it.
Okay. So with your rejection, she pushes you out almost violently, taking you by surprise. You stagger back, trip and stumble, landing on lose your footing, land hard on your posterior, and by the time you pick yourself up, she's gone.
Well, I would get up to follow her because I don't want her being alone in that state. Like, I don't want to take her home, but I don't want her to be alone as well. Like, I'm going to make sure she's okay. It doesn't go anywhere silly.
Okay, so as you go to follow her, Francesca runs after her. Mrs. Tullis grabs hold of your arm and says, "Mr. Knight, I think Miss Francesca would be more than capable of looking after Patricia."
Oh, if Francesca's going after her, I'm going to leave Francesca to it. If somebody else is taking care of it, I'm having nothing to do with it.
Yeah, probably wise.
Okay, so you retire again. I'm surprised this evening you sleep soundly. No dreams plague your sleep, and quite early in the day, on the morning of the next day, the 30th of December, the Viceroy arrives in Bombay. Mrs. Tullis takes charge of making sure everyone's luggage is gathered together and transport is arranged to take everyone and their belongings to the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel, where she's insisted everybody spends their first night free of charge, it seems, after Gerald's complaint. And she guarantees a group discount for anyone who wishes to stay on. A dockside photograph of the of Table 8 is arranged, but Patricia, whereas everybody else is all smiles and jovial, Patricia looks markedly unhappy. And a few minutes later, as you say your farewells, though Mrs. Tullis insists that you all arrange to all plan to meet for a meal later that evening, there's a sudden scream from Francesca. Turning, you look to see her looking down into the water from the dock. "Patricia, she fell in!" she yells.
God damn it, Patricia.
What is she like?
Who's closest? Who's diving in after this stupid bitch?
We
I'll
can
dive
swim.
after her.
I'm saying, who can swim more important?
yeah.
I know me.
Who's been at the pool every day on the ship?
Well, not me. Me and Gerald nearly drowned in shallow end.
I know they went for a couple of laps before just about drowned doing the doggy paddle.
Okay, so
Who's going to save her?
Is there a life ring?
not on the. So you're not on the ship. You're on the dock. So no, there is not.
Is there a rope or anything?
You can make a luck roll.
Yes, there is.
There is a rope.
There is. I'll grab the rope and I quickly sort of coil it up in my hand and I launch it underhand out to Patricia.
Okay. So give us a throw roll.
You hold on to the other end.
Yeah.
Can I dive out to try and help?
Fine.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Oh, you told them.
I'm going to dive into the water and try and help get the.
You're gonna dive in. Okay, so gives a throw roll.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
right.
it's
Yeah, so it's just
28.
right. It just goes. Maybe yeah. It didn't land anywhere near her. So yeah, Julian jumps in and promptly disappears under the water and like comes up, like comes to the surface, struggling to keep above the surface of the water.
You hopeless bastards.
I just put the rope down, shake my head, and walk away.
So finally, one of the native dockhands leaps into the water, followed by a second that like lands near Julian and drags him out. And the limp form of Patricia Berry is carefully placed down on the dockside. And Mr. Tully says, "Is there a doctor? Can anybody?
No,
Is there anybody?"
First aid.
Okay, you can do first aid.
Anybody better at first aid than me? 'Cause
You got it quick. If you're gonna do it, do it.
Plus 30.
If there's hesitation, oh,
Oh,
well done,
I
sir.
am.
Okay, so it
I'll
seems
offer her after counselling.
She throws herself
yeah.
back into the water.
takes our chances.
Yeah, it's like, fuck that.
so
The charts.
so yeah. It seems like a lost cause at first, but with just as you're about to give up, you manage. She coughs up, vomits up like a lungful of dirty seawater, and rolls over to one side, sobbing. And Mrs. Tullis comes over and like kneels at the side and goes, my dear, what were you thinking?" And she just looks up and said, "He's coming. He's stepping down." And she looks straight at Gerald. "He's coming."
Apparently so.
So moments later, Patricia, along with Mrs. Tullis and Francesca, are whisked away to the local hospital, leaving you stood on the dock with a taxi cab waiting to transport you to the hotel.
I think we need to go find the bar.
And a posh Englishman lying on the floor going, assuming somebody pulled me out of the water.
Yeah, one of the big muscular dock hands pulled you out.
Yeah.
And I guess
Enjoy.
we'll leave it there.